Let me get out from crouching. Yeah, she really loves like paper bags. We also occasionally get like a box of Coke or something like that. Like in like, you know, the cans of Coke and stuff. Like we get that as like a can of the box of cans so that she can have a little box to hide in. And she fucking loves it. Like at the moment we have one box sitting just outside the kitchen, and Phoenix and Azula keep like getting in it and pouncing each other. Very cute. All the kitty caves. Yeah. Thing is, like, we've got like this massive cat stand for them as well. It reaches almost to the roof. And the funny thing is Azula's like a little chonky, so she's got to a point where the stand, when she's on certain like tiers of the cat tree, it leans so bad. We've had to disassemble an old cat tree to like put extra fucking pillars underneath one of them that's really high up, because we're just so worried that it's going to just fucking snap off with her on it at some point. There's the big square ones with the carry handles. Yeah, those are the ones we're talking about. Yep. Those are exactly ones, because they're a thicker bag material, so they like crunch rustle. Plus, also, you know, when you go to like a pharmacy or whatever and you get like medicines, and they often put it in like little paper bag or whatever as well. But it's like, it's really light, thin, papery material. Azula loves those. Like, I always try to ask for like the largest paper bag that they've got. I open up the base of it and she just tunnels. Like, she literally just forces herself through like a little sausage. And like, you just get like, obviously the paws and the face at the front end just inside, and the whole bum and everything else is sticking out the back. It's very funny. It's very cute. She loves it though. She loves those. Like, we do not take one of those off her until we get a new script or something from the pharmacy, just so that she has that the entire time. Kitty loves the crinkly sound. She has, what's that new cooling mat? Crinkles as well. Oh yeah. I've heard of those as well. I wondered about that, because they do have like a crinkly sort of sound to them as well. I've got some family that's got one of those. We've got like a little heater mat type thing. It's like a USB like plug-in thing. I didn't get one in like bedding or anything like that. I just got the actual heater element mat thing itself. So I can just put it in any blanket or cat bed or whatever for them. That way it's easier to clean stuff. But I actually steal that. Well, I have been stealing it when I've been doing my drawings and stuff like that to like relieve like pain and stuff. So even though it's Phoenix's like Christmas present and stuff like that from like a couple of years ago, like I still use it. What the fuck is happening here? Do you guys see this? What the fuck? Hey Nick, have a look at my screen.
Nice.
Yeah, if I go all the way over, you can't see it. The fuck? Yeah, very much so. Where does this start? Back here. Here. Rid of that. I'm trying to do this accurately because I'm not very good at mining accurately. I'm somebody that goes into a mine and I like just dig in directions for ages. And I know that Nick's doing this as a specific look. At least it wasn't a bunch of flakes, obviously. Yeah. I was talking about that fucking last night with Need for Speed Underground. I was talking about it with 7 Days. The only thing that could be scarier, because Phoenix was watching something outside the window. He was like looking through the cracked blinds at something outside the physical window behind my monitor. And I'm like, my biggest fear with that would be that if I looked out the window and there was, like, I looked into a set of eyes looking back at me, would be the scariest shit. Like, I don't think I could handle it. Like, that's, like, just true horror right there. But, yeah. I don't know if anything was outside. I did hear, like, a car leave eventually. Sometimes, like, our neighbors and stuff like that have, like, I think they do, like, early morning work or something like that. Because I know one of them leaves at, like, 5 a.m. And every so often, some of them just, like, leave in the middle of the night. Yeah, the eye contact is true horror. Like, even just the thought of it, like, almost anybody can picture exactly how scary that is. Like, just a thought. That's why I was talking about how every so often I get nightmares where I have, like, you know, the alien the Alien franchise with the xenomorphs and stuff like that. Like I occasionally have those standing outside my window, staring into my house. I have nightmares of that. It's just fantastic. It's not fucking creepy at all. Except that they have eyes and they're red, which is weird because, you know, they don't actually seem to have eyes in the movies. So it's not like beady eyes or something like that. It's just like a glowing redness on like the sides of their heads that like would logically be a set of eyes. Is it? Now you have something to poke. Yeah. Yes, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I might actually, if you're alright, Nick, I might turn off the air conditioner because it's getting cold now.
Yeah.
Alright. Just hang on, guys. I'll just point towards Nick so we can sort of watch at least something while I do that. There we go. I don't know if it picks up at all. I'm pretty sure I've got it tuned out on Twitch, so you guys shouldn't really hear it in the background running. But, yeah. What's that? I mean, if they're on the side, that means that they're prey animal and not a predator. Oh yeah, we had this conversation with fucking Blessed a while back, and he discovered that like goat's eyes, sheep, stuff like that, you know, the horizontal eyes, they creep me out. And as soon as he found that out, because he's got goats, right, and I've got no problem with people having like goats as pets and shit like that, I think it's awesome and stuff, but he immediately started spamming fucking Discord with like goats hydrating and stuff like that instead of fucking the raccoon hydrating. And I'm just like, I don't need this creepiness. It was pretty funny though. But yeah, no, it's normally just like, if you could imagine, like, you look at like a shape as like a face, one of those xenomorph things. Like, it's not like, I don't know, it's just like a glowing like bulb of red, sort of light glowiness kind of thing. So it's not like clear and obvious like eyeball or anything like that. You know, I don't know. It's just really weird. I have some really super lucid fucking dreams. I have very, very, very vivid dreams. I've talked about this a couple of times. I know you're very new here, but I have fucking dreams that I've typed up. I've published some and all that stuff. I'm working on taking those down and recompiling them into like a book of short stories or some shit like that. And when I eventually can do that, I'll probably list that shit on like my throne or something like that as like a, what do you call it, as like a throne store or something, so people can easier find them and stuff. Because yeah, a lot of the stories that I fucking dream are just fucking fantastic, incredible stuff. And I'm like, they would make for really good movies. As long as I can type them up soon after I've had the dream, I can get like all the detail and stuff like that the way it's supposed to be. The funny thing is, typing up a dream doesn't always make sense because, well, dreams don't make sense. So when you start trying to type one up and you're trying to explain how something's over here flying, but obviously it doesn't have wings or something like that, like it gets really complicated. What's it? Oh yeah, you can't link things, sorry. The fucking, I had a bunch of people being shit cunts when I started streaming, and they were just like either doing like a heap of self-promotional stuff or like linking very obviously not okay stuff. So there's a heap of things that just can't link into here. But as long as it's all within like Discord rules, you can always put it in Discord and I'll have a look at it. So there's that option too. I know you're in Discord, so I'll be able to see that. Is this rock just not showing? There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, it's so not going. This is diff of like a deer staring forward and taking, what's it, taking off its hooves and having human hands underneath. That's horrifying. That's so bad. There was, what was the one that I saw? You know the toad mushroom thing or whatever from Mario? And it's supposed to be like it takes off the cap or something like that at the end of the day. And it's just, I don't know, underneath the cap is like, it just gets so much worse. And I can't remember exactly, like my brain actively is trying to block the memory of what's underneath. And I'm just like, that was never needed to be seen. It's not something I would share because if I could remember it and find it, I know it's like one of those like fucked up things that nobody else needs to see, you know? But it reminds me of that. What you doing, Azula? You just standing there sulking because no bed. She has a blankie. Actually, to be specific, she has my fucking blanket that I use for fucking bed. But she's not happy about it because it's not the same as being able to curl up in a bed, which is needing to be washed at the moment. The only problem is because it's like a big, thick, fluffy donut thing, it has to go through the wash and the dryer solo, or otherwise it just sets everything off balance and fucks with like the shocks in the fucking washing machine. So it's got to wait until I can run it on its own and then immediately be able to just put it in the dryer. Yeah, the blankie smells like you. Yeah, she'd probably do better if it smelled like Nick. She's definitely like, I don't know. They're both our cats, but she's definitely like likes Nick and has tantrums when she can't have like Nick around. Because like Nick travels for work and stuff every so often, right? So what happens is whenever he's traveling, she just full blown fucking tantrums. Like she literally like beats up Phoenix. She tantrums about her food. She doesn't want to lay down. She doesn't want cuddles. She doesn't want pats. She just wants Nick. And after about 24 hours of having a tantrum, she'll pass out and then she'll just steal. And as soon as he's back, she just wants all of his attention. And Nick's like, I'm literally just walking in the door and I just want to put my stuff down. I'm like, no, you need to go and hug that cat right now. Like, before you do anything else. They get a shirt that smells like Nick and let him have that while they're away. That's actually not a bad idea. Like, it's one of those, like, really logical. It should be, like, something that occurs to, like, think of. But, like, I haven't really thought of that before. I gotta repair this. Oh, cobblestone can wait. I don't think I've got any more clay while I've been here. It should be fine. Yeah, that might be a good idea, is just getting like his bed shirt or something like that would have a smell and just putting it on the bed so that she could actually like lay with it if she wants to. Alright, I think this is more or less about the width you want. I don't know if this has been getting wider. Yeah, it has. This is where you were digging. Over here. Alright, that's fine. I could go down this line. I actually don't mind doing this. The digging and building and stuff like that. It's a little more interesting than just like mining for the sake of like we need resources. Like this will give me heaps of stone and I can convert a lot of this into like sand and concrete and stuff. I will actually need to go for a drive out to the I need to go out to Horde Base and reset some of the stuff and the machines and stuff out there. I might do that in a moment. What time is it? It's almost night time. I should be fine to do that. I'll just go down this line, I'll come back, and then I'll head out there. Monotonous stuff, how you mining the tunnel. Yeah, a lot of people don't, because like the auger and chainsaw noises and stuff like that tend to bother a lot of people, and I often find that like, I don't know, I just feel like, I guess like people would mute my stream during that time and be like, I don't really want to listen to this. Why did it get so bright? Did you just open up a tunnel somewhere? Why is it so bright?
It just changed the light, so I don't know what it was hiding behind before.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check. Yeah. No, I was wondering because I'm like, it just got really bright. And I thought maybe something had like hit through.
No, that's how bright it should be.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I don't mind doing like mining and stuff like that, but I just kind of find like, oh shit, this might be a bit too open. I know from watching other people play 7 Days to Die that sometimes it can be difficult to listen to certain repetitive tasks like mining or cutting trees and stuff like that because the auger and the chainsaw are quite loud. And they're like, sorry, I might grab a drink actually, hold up. Yeah. I can't really do anything about the sound of these things, unfortunately. I'll leave those couple of spikes, but that one was bothering me in this one. Yeah. Yeah, my, a while ago, before I did the, fucking first-person shooter thing, I was straining my voice before I started doing that, and then I had the extra hours. Let's see if I can just take this down, scrape it all up. Yep. I think it's soothing, just like repeating patterns, like ASMR, but doesn't tingle. Yeah, funny thing is, ASMR actually inflicts like physical pain on me because I have incredibly sensitive hearing. I actually have like really strong hearing, taste, smell, touch, all that stuff. So whenever I hear ASMR stuff, it physically hurts my ears, and the surrounding like jaw and like area on my head hurts. So it's one of those things where I've never really enjoyed it. But I do understand why people like it. I just can't partake of it myself. But yeah, this stuff though. I like how, what is it? Oh, you can see the ramp there. That's awesome. That kind of, oh. As I say, I have autism a lot, so sensory things are overwhelming to me, but this is fine. That is good. I've got a relative that has a very, very rare condition. I cannot mention it because it's too fucking rare that would actually like fucking out her. Yeah, she's got a fucking really rare condition where everything is just like, she's been fine for years, and then out of nowhere, everything's just like, anything could set her off. Like, could literally be, I don't know, like a small loud noise. It could just be a situation. Fucking could just be like a ding of a bell. It doesn't have to be anything like loud or continuous or anything like that. And then her whole body just shuts down on her. And she can't do anything. She can't talk. She can't move at all. And it could last like a day or so. It's really quite debilitating. So when it comes to sensory stuff, so I'm generally pretty hyper aware of ambient sounds in surroundings because of stuff like that. It's not so much a hypervigilance thing. It's like a neurological disorder that's happened in like her like almost 40s. It came out of nowhere. But it's extremely fucking rare. There's only a few people, at least in Australia, have got the fucking thing. And they don't know enough about it to help her. It's one of those that new, that rare kind of things. So she's fucking in a bad place because of it. Not mentally, she's very mentally strong, but she's just like, there's not a lot of help for her. I feel really bad about that because I'm like, I wish that there was something, more knowledge, more research kind of stuff. That looks about smooth. What's that? Must be very difficult to live with not knowing when it's going to happen. It is. That's exactly the problem that she's got, is she doesn't know what triggers. Like, one day something triggers her, and the next day that's not a problem. And the next week something else new does it that has always been fine, and then a month later it's not that anymore. So it's really quite fucking frustrating. So she's had to, like, at least because there are a lot of people that suffer sensory issues and stuff like that, there's a lot of things like, you know, like good earplugs and all sorts of stuff like that that exists out in the world that she can at least find comfort in her situation in that way. Like, she can make it more bearable for herself. I don't know if this thing's going to make it up there. Be probably faster walk. Give me this. I wanted to try it. That might happen more when they're stressed or not sleeping as well. I wondered about that too, but then the other thing that happens too is that sometimes it causes her to shake so violently for ages that like it's like a muscle twitch effect type thing. So what ends up happening is she ends up fucking starving, and it can go on while she's like asleep and stuff too. So she'll wake up and she'll have to eat like a massive bowl or container or something of like pasta or sugary foods and stuff like that, just to be able to deal, just to be, able to function. I'm gonna head over to the horde base. What's it? 5 earplugs are good for dulling noises, but you can still hear through when people are talking. She's got these ones. I'm not sure if they're those ones or what, but she's got like this yellow set of like earplug things that kind of like just dampen noise. So she can still hear if somebody talks. But like, like shopping center sounds and kids screaming and stuff like that's all dampened for her. So it's not so intense. Like she might still get like a visceral response to going out somewhere just to get medicines or something like that when she gets home, or it could happen a day later and she'll get like a massive attack or something like that and be debilitated for a while. It's difficult. It's very challenging for her. Sounds kind of like, oh shit, water. It's like how seizures take up so much energy from muscle contractions. Yeah, very, very much the same kind of logic.
There you go.
I'm going over to the horde base just to queue up some of the machines over here. I might as well. I figure since I think I can get in the other end. I think I can get in down here. I figure since these things have got like cement mixers and stuff like that, I should be able to just queue up. I don't think there's any explosives.
I'm making like 6,000 cobblestone, so it's going to take 40 minutes.
There goes a rabbit. I was making a fair bit of cobblestones on one of your benches.
Yeah, I've already cleared it out.
Alright.
There's only 2,000.
Cement. Yeah, make a shit ton of cement. That immediately just emptied that.
I didn't have a lot of clay to be able to make more at that stage.
Okay, now this thing... Do I have... Yeah, I've got some sand. Give me the sand.
So I'm just carving out part of the landscape.
No, that's fine. Let me mix all that up. Give me the cement that exists. I'll put that away. Like that. Okay, so I've got a shit ton of stone. Let me get these into some stacks, yeah? Make them into some 15 stacks. Whatever I've got spare with this can go ahead and make more cobblestone on me. Well, something's walking into the spikes out there. Alright, let's see. We've got more spikes. I was going to make forged iron. That's the thing that I need is fucking forged iron. More spikes. Oh, not yet, Mirthless. We're getting there. I do have a lot of cobblestone rocks and stuff. I just thought I'd swing by here and just see what I could top up. Since I was helping Nick with his tunnel. So I also could probably... Well, something just blew up over there. Give me that. I'll do it. Give me the sand. Okay, so I can make with this. I might as well. Recipes, cobblestone rocks. Go for it. There we go. Alright, I got a little tiny stack of that on me. I'll put the extra rocks here. Extra sand. I don't know where the metal came from. Somewhere. I've got cobblestone. Do we still need more cobblestone out your way, Nick?
Pardon?
Do we still need more cobblestone out your way?
Oh, we need more cobblestone, definitely.
Alright, well, I'll bring that back with me then. I can make more here. Actually,
maybe use that workbench to make blocks, cobblestone blocks.
I might do that. Recipes, cobblestone blocks. I probably don't want that many. Let's do, say, 500. Craft that. We'll do a stack of 500 of that. I'll have some extra cobblestone for upgrading the said blocks. And I also want the cobblestone rocks to be getting made here and not on me. So that will save me some space. Alright. So, that. Put in the extra ammo here. This is all for Grim too. Yeah, I've got the extra cobblestone here. So I should have plenty enough. I should get that out of there. It'll do fine. Got the extra fuel on me. I might take one more stack of this with me. That'll be fine. Put that in there. Alright, what else have I got? I'm just trying to figure some stuff out here before I leave. It wouldn't take long if I put this in here, but I need this to keep kind of making fucking cement. So yeah, just fucking put that in there. Yeah, top that up. You can sit down in that corner. That'd be fine. Spare rocks. I've got plenty of rocks, plenty of stuff here. Anything else? I've got all this cobblestone to bring to you. A spare stack of that. Okay, that should be fine. This is making literally heaps of cement. That's making other kinds of cement to be made. That's making cobblestone blocks that can come with me. Didn't I have more on me when I arrived? Or did I put them away somewhere? Oh, I put them into there. Fine. They can stack in there. Half of that. Hold up. Alright. So these are all built up. There's a zombie that's lost over there. I can see her right now. Come over here, love. I'll go out through here. Alright, well, this place has been stacked up. What is that? Is that a deer? How is it upside down? The fuck? That actually, like, bothered me more that it's upside down. Fucking hell. Also, I noticed that your stream was, like, really short last night, Mirthless. So I was like, I came back in about an hour's time to check and you were gone, and I'm like, oh. And I saw you go live just as I was like laying down for bed, and I'm like, I can't sit here and watch while I'm trying to go to bed. I'll stay up otherwise. You had a lunch date and returned afterwards. That's fair. I figured it was maybe something early because I did think that you said there was you had plans on one of the days that you had to go out to lunch or something with somebody. I just didn't know when that was. Mirthless actually streams 7 Days to Die pretty continuously at the moment. I know he plays other stuff, but at the moment he's mostly playing 7 Days. Yeah. He's building like a fucking epic base. He builds epic bases in general. I like watching like the stuff he builds. Just because like it's always like insane how big a project his buildings are. He's been like spending like, what was it, at least probably a week or two exclusively on this tunnel that you've been building for your fucking driveway. That's just like brings you out places. And they've got like several fucking people on their server and stuff. I think what is it? You got like 7 people or something like that actively, I think. Hold on. Let me just do something. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Mathis is definitely worth like checking out if you guys are interested. Fucking does some like epic 7 days builds. I was been helping Nick out with his tunnel at the moment, so it's just down in here. So we got the center part made. I'll just put this back down. Just hide down in here. So I'm away from the zombies. Used to stream art and cozy games as a VTuber, but I got a bit burned out from IRL work and haven't come back quite yet. Happy just to support other people. I do remember you talking about mentioning like the art stuff. So that is really cool that you're back doing that. Well, not back doing it yet, but that, you know, you might come back to it. Let me put this here. So I'll take you down into here if Nick wants to shut this behind me. So we've got all through the center of this is fixed up. So now I can drive mine down here without problem. It would be great if I could take my bike through here because it's so much brighter, but it'll be fine. Yeah. So we've just cleared out in here. I can't make this any brighter, unfortunately. We just cleared all this out. If I had a torch, I could probably make it better. The pink bike is cute. I alternate the colors of my vehicles and drones and stuff each game to try to kind of keep it a bit interesting. So this time, I think Grim picked red. I think Nick picked purple. And I wanted blue, but we could not get enough blue. So I ended up with pink because we had enough pink dye for everything. Yeah. That's it. As art. Also, art streams are a lot of fun. If you find the Steam to pick it back up, world needs more artists. Yeah. What are you trying to do here? You're trying to put the hay bale thing.
It's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. Try rotating it the other way. Try rotating it long ways. You want help with that?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I kind of want to paint your ladder because it blends into wall.
Oh, it blends in way too well.
I know, I was standing back here, and when you're perfectly in line with it, like there, I could see these lines, and I'm like, the fuck are those lines? And like, there must be something there. There, on that angle, you can see it. There's like this one solid black line on the opposite side of where my thing is. Yeah, if you put a hay bale down here, it doesn't hurt. Also, fucking my art stream's next week, by the way, Methless. So that's been a month come round already. Yeah, when I do my art streams, it's normally just like my music playing while I just kind of like it's actually Nick, do you want these blocks all the way along here?
That's the plan.
Alright. I've got some. I only brought over some. Yeah, I have like my music playing throughout the stream, and I change it pretty much every time. I kind of still want to have the pony music again this time. I think I probably will. I might add in a couple of extra songs, so maybe see how I feel. Just because I find it just really like uplifting and fun to play, like draw stuff to. Yeah, it's basically this time, but on like Wednesday. I sometimes end up streaming for like super long, depending on how long it takes me to draw something. Since I'll be like playing with the tablet for kind of like the first time, I don't know if I'll draw an emote or if I'll just like draw to play and get used to the tablet. But yeah, the music's never saved to my VOD. It's always only while it's live, so it's like incentive to just be there. Got your hair, Bella? I'll come check that out in a sec. I'm surprised you don't make it a little bit wider on the sides just for error of landing.
It's fine. If you miss, it's fine.
Okay, I think I'll just line up to the top. I'll go back and see if we've got it.
My ankle.
Oh, yeah. Do you have Nick, do you have this position?
100%.
How did... Oh, you broke it. You didn't sprain it. I was gonna say, if you sprained it, you can put a fucking splint on it and it like repairs it. Huh?
Part of that skill is still low with the effect of broken.
Yeah, hold up.
It's one of them that helps with broken stuff.
That one?
Yeah. You get more experience for using it, and it's critical injuries heal 50% faster.
That would be nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, your microphone is a fucking mile away. Yeah. I was just looking at that, I'm like, they'll probably be able to hear you, but fucking hell, you'd be ages away.
Yes, it takes me barely any time for things to heal.
Actually, something I was trying to work out was apparently, I think my headset has the option for me to turn down the volume of you guys in Discord in my headset, so you guys can be as loud as you need to be on the stream. But I think I can turn yours down so it's not like blaringly loud for me. I need to test it at some point too, because if that's the case, that would be so good. Because sometimes you and Grim are really, really loud in my ears, but we can barely hear you. Let me get up here and go along this line. Oh. Yeah, I didn't bring enough of the blocks, but I will see how it goes. I haven't had any time to draw any more emotes. Like, I've got a couple extras there, but I kind of would like to do something different with them. Like, I wouldn't mind having a couple of variations of, like, a cry emote. I have, like, a list, actually, of different emotes that I want to draw. And, like, some of them, because I've been out of practice drawing for so long, drawing different angles and positions and stuff like that is sometimes difficult to try to figure out. Like, I know what I want to draw, and And when I was drawing consistently, I could do it. But now, because I've been out of practice for so long, when I try to draw something, even if I know what I want to make, like my brain can't quite figure out exactly how to get the angle that I want or the positioning or something. Very frustrating. Do you have more cobblestone rocks on you? I mean blocks.